Hey everyone, I'm Bruce. This is the Wannabe Free Channel. This is part 2 of the series on turning a Northern Tools trailer into an overland trailer for car camping. In this video, I'm going to be working on getting the base or the floorboard of the trailer built. I've got some 1/2-inch plywood that I decided to build it out of. I didn't want it too heavy, but I don't want it too light. I'm going to be putting batteries and a 12-volt refrigerator and that sort of thing in the trailer. And this entire project is only planned in my mind. I'm not working off any plans. It's just kind of build as I go or design as I go. And also, for those of you who may be wondering as you watch some of these videos, you notice my garage, my 100-year-old garage. The door is not fully open, so when I go in and out of there, I'm ducking from that door. But I figured I'd explain it to you right here off the bat before we get started. I've got a couple of swallows that built a nest above that security light I have up there, and they're busy. There's a couple of them flying in and out here all the time. I'm getting in their way, they're getting in my way, but I don't want to tear the nest down. So anyway, that's what that's all about. I leave the door down a little ways so hopefully they don't fly into the garage, and then I gotta fight to try to get them out of there. Anyway, I've got the plywood in the back of my pickup. I'm gonna set it out here on my sawhorses, take some measurements off the trailer, and get to work on this thing. So let's do it. So this is where I left off on the trailer last time. I did put the fenders on, and they're real simple. 2 bolts, one on the front, one on the back, and it just bolts through the side of the fender into the trailer. And then I have my coupler on the tongue of the trailer, and I did not tighten the bolts on that because they also hold the chains. And I'm going to wait on that because once I hook this up to the Ford Transit Connect, I may have to shorten those chains. I didn't want to have to undo the bolts. So you're looking at the bed of the trailer. Front to back is 48 inches, and between the fenders is 40 inches wide. A sheet of plywood that I bought is 4 by 8, so 48 inches wide by 8 feet long. So what I'm going to do to start with, since I'm just designing as I go, I'm going to see what a 5-foot piece will look like on this trailer. It'll be a 6-inch overhang on the back and a 6-inch overhang on the front. And then I'm going to leave it 48 inches wide and just cut it out right here, a relief for these fenders to poke up through it. So I'll have 4-inch overhang on the sides back there, and then 4 inches up here in front of the fender. Same thing with the other side. That's where I'm going to start, and that'll give me the biggest base platform that I can have for this size trailer. Or at least I think it'll work. So that's where I'm going to start. So here's the base platform. I've got 60 inches front to back, 5 feet by 4 feet. And then cutouts for the fenders, as you can see. This will get bolted to the trailer frame eventually after it's all done. But I'm going to leave it to where I can take it off and build it. So then I'm going to put a box that's going to start on the inside. These are just going to be hanging out for shelves basically, and you'll see later why I'm doing that, or at least the plan I have together for why I did it that way. And then the box will be within the fender wells front to back like that. Next step is I'm going to set out some of my items, the main ticket items that I'll be putting in this trailer, and laying them out here so I can get a overall picture and view of what that's going to look like. This is where we are so far with the layout. I've got the Dometic CF50 refrigerator, 50 liters, 50 quart, I don't remember. Anyway, it's the Dometic CF50 12 volt refrigerator. And I made a piece of cardboard the size of 2 batteries. I have 2 lead acid batteries. And I know what you're thinking, lead acid, that's such old school. But I've had these 2 batteries for 5 years. I had them in a fifth wheel camper, 30-foot fifth wheel. I had them in another fifth wheel. I had them in our Ford E350 van. And they're still ticking, they're still doing good. So until they quit working, that's what I'm going to use. But this is the layout of the both batteries end to end, and I thought I may just put them right here, just slightly in front of the axle. I really got to be thinking about weight distribution and how this is all going to work. These are the 2 Sterilite containers. We actually have 4 of these, the same size, about a foot tall and I don't know, 2 feet wide or something like that. But I just have 2 of them laid out here for just to get an idea. Now I can stack these 2 on top, and that's going to kind of determine the height of the sidewalls. I'm thinking 27 inches is what I'm thinking at this point in time. So 2 side rails. Now I'm also going to be putting 2 100-watt solar panels on top, and then miscellaneous, I don't know, lawn chairs and whatever else. So I could put those batteries right here end to end, or I could split them up and put them right next to the refrigerator, 1 on each side. That's kind of what I was thinking with this extension, but I don't know if I want to do that. That's going to put all the weight, the heaviest items, right up in front of the axle. And that might be just a little too much weight up front. Depends on how much weight we put back here. So I got to do some thinking and processing about how I'm going to lay that out. And then we also have a fold out table that folds flat. It folds maybe 3 or 4 inches wide. And it's about 25 by 30 when it's folded. That'll stand up right here next to the lawn chairs inside the cargo box. So a lot to think about. And it is hot and muggy out here right now. I need to go get cooled off and get something to drink. On the next video, I'm gonna show you guys what I've come up with design wise, size wise, and how I'm gonna install and build the side rails for the trailer, the front and the back, and then I don't know if I'll get to the top on that one or not, but we'll see. I'll be putting links in the description for everything I'll be using in this build series. I'll try to put it on every video. The trailer, the Dometic fridge, the solar equipment and batteries, anything I can think of. I'll put a link in there to my Amazon affiliate links. And if you guys choose to buy anything off of those links, it will help me out. I'll get a commission. Lately it's been a pretty darn small commission, but anyway, I'm not complaining. But ultimately, it doesn't cost you any more than it normally would. So if you want to help me out, help the channel out, and you're looking to buy any of this stuff that I put links up for, I'd really appreciate it. Not forcing you, it's totally up to you. But I'll put the links down below for that stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. You can follow along on the remainder of this build of this overland trailer, built out of my Northern Tools 40 by 48 cargo trailer. Hope you guys are all doing well, and we'll see you on the next video.